Okay, so after months of drooling over rumors and watching other people get their hands on it, I finally got the RingConn Gen 3. This is the newest smart ring model and apparently very anticipated among wearable fans. So in this RingConn Gen 3 review, I will be sharing my experience to really answer the question, is RingConn Gen 3 the best smart ring out there? And if you want to test it yourself, make sure to click the link in the description or scan this QR code on the screen for a very special deal. All right. Back to the video. Before we get into the RingConn Gen 3 review in terms of my experience, let's just start with the specs. Actually, even before testing, I received a free smart ring sizing kit. By using this, it's really easy for me to determine the perfect ring size for me. General rule, no matter what ring you choose, whether it be a wearable tech or a regular old ring, you should get one that's snug but not tight, so it won't fall off during hand washing like mine. And yes, it's waterproof. It keeps the same 100 meter or 328 feet water resistance rating, so don't worry, you won't have to Google every 2 seconds if your smartwatch is broken because it got dropped in the toilet after putting it away for 2 seconds. But if it drops somewhere other than the toilet, hopefully, let's say it gets swallowed by that one carpet that seems to be a portal to another dimension, well, the Find My Ring feature will be your guiding light. Literally, through the app, you can tap Ring Light to make it glow blue for about 2 minutes so that you can find it really easily. Going back to its physical appearance though, what I noticed straight up is that the RingConn Gen 3 is slightly heavier and thicker than the Gen 2. And after looking it up, they say that it weighs the same 2.5 to 3.5 grams. However, I can wholeheartedly say that it's much more comfortable than the Gen 2, and despite being heavier, I barely notice it all day. In fact, it's actually significantly lighter than my wedding ring is. The material is also different. This RingConn is made out of a medical grade resin inner lining and aerospace titanium exterior, and compared to the Gen 2 Air, which uses stainless steel, this feels premium and sturdier and more durable. There are a few different colors as well. You've got brushed silver, rose gold, and the other colors being the same as the Gen 2. I personally picked the royal gold one, gotta keep it classy after all, right? The battery life also improved. We're now up to 14 days compared to the 12 days with the RingConn Gen 2. However, the battery life also depends on whether the vibrations are enabled. I will expand on this feature a little bit later, but with the vibration on, it can last up to 12 days. But once your battery does run out, the Gen 3 has introduced a new universal charging case. It works with all ring sizes, replacing the size-specific Gen 2 charging cases. To fully charge the ring, it will take you about an hour, and to fully charge the case, about 2 hours. The ring just plops in like so, nice and easy. And if you're scared of upgrading because of the potential loss of data, the RingConn Smart Ring has data continuity, meaning that the data from the previous generation rings remains in your account. Now, let's talk about the biggest upgrade introduced with the RingConn Gen 3. It is not just a simple health tracking ring. Now you can get insights about vascular health. The Gen 3 model introduces long-term vascular tracking, which gives you a broader picture of cardiovascular health over time rather than isolated measurements. But how does it do that? It has sleep tracking, including variability that may indicate recovery or stress levels, while also taking into account activity levels, sleep quality, and stress to really contextualize the vascular data. There's also an optional manual blood pressure entry via their app. Just keep in mind that the RingConn Gen 3 does not directly measure blood pressure itself. However, keep in mind that Gen 3 can provide vascular health trend insights and not single readings. So if you feel something's wrong, always consult your doctor. The ring can't diagnose you, but it can push you in the right direction. There is also another useful feature, vibration notifications, which it may not seem like much, but this stuff is still quite unusual in smart things. While it can't vibrate as an alarm to wake you up in the morning just yet, it does send other alerts like health-related changes such as stress alerts, sedentary reminders, and low battery notifications. The Gen 3 Ring doesn't allow users to create custom vibration reminders, but you can enable or disable vibration alerts through the app with a Do Not Disturb mode. But it's not just new features. A major update regarding AI health partner enhancements was released. Right now, it has the ability to summarize long-term trends, HR, HRV, sleep, and vascular health, and highlight significant changes over time, providing simpler, more digestible guidance. The rest of the features are the same from the previous RingConn Gen 2 model. There are a lot of features for one ring. It's even a better deal if you click the link in the description or scan the QR code on screen to get a special RingConn Smart Ring 3 discount. Keep in mind that there are absolutely no subscriptions, just a one-time purchase, so no additional payments are needed. Okay. So I told you all of the fancy bits, all of the specs, but is it just another too good to be true instance? Well, I have been wearing this ring for a few weeks now, testing it out at work, in workouts, and in daily life. So it's fair to say I barely notice I have it on me now. I mean, yes, it is technically thicker and heavier, but it's comfortable during typing, workouts, and it didn't get lost in the shower drain, so I've no anxiety about the Ninja Turtles ending up with my ring. I also really enjoyed the vibration alerts. The buzz, it's subtle, but it's noticeable. I got reminders to stand during a long call, and it even helped me pace my run when my heart rate spikes too high. It feels like the ring actually looked out for me rather than just being annoying. Of course, this wouldn't be a smart ring review without mentioning the charging. The RingConn has gone for almost 2 weeks without charging, and dropping it into the universal wireless case was super simple. If we're talking about daily insights, I really liked how the ring doesn't just provide single day readings, but also tracked patterns over several days or even weeks. The insights were super easy to track and interpret, with the AI health partner summarizing all the trends for me. In general, after a couple of weeks of using it, I didn't notice it was there until I checked trends or got a gentle buzz. The actionable insights made it feel like a truly solid upgrade from the previous RingConn. So what are my overall thoughts? Well, the RingConn Gen 3 definitely raises the bar for smart rings. It's not about just health tracking. It's the practical wellness, comfort, durability, and proactive insights in an everyday accessory. I'd even dare to say it's a full-on health companion. After weeks of using it, I can say it's reliably and genuinely useful. And if you want something that's sleek, modern, and even supports your recovery, sleep, and long-term health trends, RingConn 3 may be what you're looking for. Even better, you get to try it out for a fraction of the full price by using my discount link in the description or scanning this QR code on screen. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to check out all our other CoolTechZone videos and subscribe if you want more videos like this. Anyway, I will see you in the next one.